welcome to Sunny Side Up Yoga with Amy. I'm Amy. Today's yoga is just yoga for you. At-home yoga can really help us to get comfortable on our mat, and more importantly, not just on our mat, but with our bodies. So today's practice, we're going to go through some poses that you may have done one time, you may have done 1,000 times. But I want you to feel different in the poses today. I want you to trust yourself as you move your body and maybe find a little bit of freedom in some new movement through these poses. So we'll start right here seated, and go ahead and just loop the shoulders up, back, and down, and find that nice tall posture. So maybe in order to find it, maybe you rock a little forward and back until you find that spot where your sits bones feel rooted. Your ribs don't feel like they're popping forward, but they're tucked in, and your spine is long. You're drawing through the crown of the head. And then here, if it feels okay, close your eyes. And we're going to start to just circle the center body around. So even trust yourself with which way to go first. But just start to circle, hanging onto the knees so you don't fall backward. So just start to tune into how big you want to make those circles with your center body. Maybe they stay small, or maybe you start to get a little bit deeper all the way around. And then when it feels right, you're going to switch directions. So no hurry. And then let's think about connecting breath to that movement. Inhaling as you come forward, exhaling as you come back. Maybe you're tucking your chin a lot. Maybe you're pausing somewhere. If a part of this feels sticky when you go through it, maybe stay there and work through the sticky spot. And then we'll pause in the center, and we're going to inhale up. Let's start to take some side bends, gently side to side. Maybe you're going to trust yourself today to just hold in a side bend. Maybe you're going to flow through it, side to side. Whichever one you're choosing, you're just finding some nice length in the side body. You're feeling the rib cage expand. Your sits bones are rooted and supporting you. And then maybe if it feels good, maybe you're even going to take that in a circle today. So if that feels right, start to add some big sweeping arms. Taking up some space. And I bet you're going to want to honor the balance in your body, so you'll probably want to switch directions when it feels right for you. And again, breathing, inhaling as you lift if you're making the circles, exhaling as you're sweeping around. And we'll start to think about coming back into the center. And then let's take it down onto our backs. So go ahead and bend the knees. We're going to turn on our abs today, so sitting nice and tall, and then just tuck the tailbone and start to scoop back. We're going to lower down really slowly. Now, trust yourself here. You know what your abs are capable of. If it's hands reaching, then hands are reaching. If it's best for you to hang on to the thighs, well, hang on to your thighs. Slowly, one vertebra at a time, we're going to make our way all the way back, nice long spine. Now arms are along your sides and draw the knees in. You've worked through bridge before, likely, if you've done any yoga, and you're going to work through it again today. Start to warm yourself with an inhale, contracting, closing the low back to the mat, and then exhale just to release. So it's a really small movement, tilting the pelvis, adding a Kegel, keeping the work in the low belly, pelvic floor, low back is stretching, upper body staying nice and relaxed. Maybe checking in that your toes aren't curled up, but spread out. And then when you're ready, you're going to flow your body through your bridge, inhaling, peeling the spine away from the ground. Exhale as you lower down. Now move that in connection with your own breath. Really feeling the spine as you roll it down and up. Really feeling your front body open as you lift. Your back body strengthen. as you lift. Let's try one more. And the next time your tailbone comes down, keep it down. Go ahead and bring your knees right into your chest and start some knee circles here to loosen the hips. And we'll hold. Let's bring our fingers right into the knee creases. Let's lift the shoulder blades up off of the floor. Your body's in a tight little cocoon. And then you're gonna rock yourself to a seated position and go ahead and straighten your legs right out in front of you. Now be kind to your hamstrings. So we're gonna work on stretching the hamstrings. This is also gonna be a little back release. If it feels better for you to keep a bend in your knees, keep a bend. Otherwise, maybe you're going with straight legs. Maybe your hands will stay behind you for a supported forward fold here, or maybe you'll walk your hands down to your ankles or the edges of your feet. And then breathe yourself into this where you feel something happening in your hamstrings. Inhaling, thinking of lengthen, and exhale, thinking of hinging. Good, your face is soft and you're just breathing into the hamstrings. Now, if you were your best friend, you wouldn't be pushing or pulling or yanking to stretch the hamstrings, right? You'd be really kind and compassionate about that hamstring stretch. So stretch and breathe with kindness into your hamstrings. And then we'll start to round ourselves up. And we'll draw the heels right into the center. And we're going to hinge forward again, nice long spine, hinge, maybe the elbows, encourage the knees closer to the ground. And once you're hinged forward as far as you are comfortable going today, then go ahead and let the chin just tuck in. Maybe you even add a little side to side movement. Do what feels good. Trust your instincts here with what your body needs. Three more breath cycles here. Just make this your own. We'll start to round ourselves back up. Good, and from here, let's go ahead and meet on all fours. Okay, from all fours, we're gonna start through the cat and cow poses. So again, you've probably done these before if you've done yoga. So today, I really want you to tune in to your body, trust your body, make decisions about how you wanna add some extra movement to cat and cow. Just feel some freedom there, exploring your body and what you need. Awesome. Let's settle in a little bit. We're going to extend our right leg behind us, tucking 5 toes under back there, and just do a little bit of a rock, stretching through the toes, soles of the foot, ankle, up the calf. And then we'll replace that foot, or that knee, sorry, and then do the same thing on the other leg. Just a little rock so you're stretching through the toes and feet. And that knee can come right back under. Good, let's bring our right palm a little more center. And we're gonna reach all the way up with our left fingertips, spinning ourselves open. Gaze follows, if that's right for your neck today. And thinking about trying to stack one shoulder over top of the other. Good, one more breath here. And then go ahead and replace left palm center and right palm up to the sky. Really thinking about opening through the mid-back here. We hold a lot of tension in our upper and mid-back, so this is gonna help to loosen that up. And we'll bring that right palm back down. Now go ahead and set the palms shoulder width apart, and we're gonna thread the needle. So take right arm out to the side. We're gonna bring that right arm under, coming down onto the side of our head, and then you're gonna make some decisions here. You might bring left arm around the low back. You might tent the left fingers and really push into it to twist deeper. You might extend the arm out and walk it over to the right. So whatever it is that you need in this pose today. You might shift your hips a little right and left to see where they should settle. Wherever you are, you're going to want to plant that left palm again so you can press up. And we're going to just take some big circles with that right arm. So just swimming the arm forward, loosening the shoulder, and then probably switching directions to swim it back. And then we'll plant that again under our shoulder. And we're going to thread the other way. So left arm extends out to the side. Left arm will tuck under, coming to a rest on your ear. And then again, decide what happens with your right hand. Trust yourself. Find the place that's right for you today. And then breathe into it. And when you're ready, plant that palm, come back up, and we'll swim the arm around, loosening the shoulder. And we'll switch directions with that when you're ready. And we'll plant the palm again, and we're going to take our first down dog. So this is another place I know you've been before if you've done any yoga. So I'd like you to find your down dog and then move it. Maybe you get real funky with it. Maybe you walk it. Whatever it is that feels right for you. It might be some full leg movement. Just play around there a little bit. Get to know what your body is capable of, what your body needs. Beautiful. Let's find our down dog, ribs pressing toward the thighs. We're going to sweep, right leg is going to come up behind us. We're going to bend that knee and pull that leg through, plant the foot, and then lower down, not really onto the knee, but more on the top of your quad. You can keep those back toes tucked under or flatten out that foot, whatever feels right for you. And then we're going to go ahead and draw up. Maybe it feels best for you to keep your hands on your thighs. And if that's what works for you, do it. Maybe you're going to stay down and maybe you're going to add a quad stretch today. So maybe you're going to bend that back leg and reach around and draw that heel in towards your glute. You're just going to explore and find what feels right for you today. And wherever you were feeling some satisfaction, you're going to let go now. Come all the way back center. And then you're going to straighten that front leg and come into a hamstring stretch. Breathe in. Keep the spine long. Don't worry about how close your nose gets to your knee, but rather some length in the spine, some length in the back of the leg. And then we'll put that foot down. We're going to tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and we'll take a twist here. And you might decide to swim the arm. You might decide to take a half bind, whatever that is. You might decide just to hold the fingers reaching toward the sky. And then let's go ahead and we'll meet back in a down dog. And we'll do that same thing on the other side. So left leg is going to sweep up. You're going to bend the knee and drive it through. Come on down. And then find what feels good for you here. Maybe stay low. Maybe you come high. Maybe you're going to bend and take that extra little quad stretch. So you do you. Breathe into whatever pose you chose. Maybe you're keeping it fluid. Maybe you're going to continue to move and play with this a little bit. We're going to draw ourselves back so we can take that hamstring stretch. When you're ready, straighten the front leg. Draw the toes back towards your shin. Breathe some kindness and compassion into that left hamstring. ready, you will take your variation of that twist. Maybe you bring the knee up, maybe you don't. Maybe you bind it, maybe you don't. Feel good about your decisions today. You have to trust yourself. You know yourself best. Draw back. Let's meet in a down dog. From here, we're gonna bend the knees, look forward, step or hop, your feet up to your hands, and inhale up nice and big. Exhale, we're gonna dive forward. You're gonna take a forward fold. Good. Feet under hips for this one. And we're gonna bring our left hand and bring it around to our low back and just rest the forearm or back of the hand on the low back. And then we're gonna twist up to that left and we'll drop, bending that right knee. And coming into that forward fold with a little twist. And again, a little wringing out for the back. Shoulder opening. And we'll bring that back to center. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So you're in your forward fold. Now you bring your right arm up to the low back. And then we'll bend the left knee and twist open to the right. Really think about lifting the right hip crease up. Tailbone lifts, really pushing through that leg. And let's come back to center and then find a little freedom here in your forward fold. Maybe you're gonna box the arms behind your legs, maybe in front. Maybe you're gonna stand on your palms. Whatever it is, find it, own it. Inversions are so good for us. Feel that spine lengthen. Maybe check in and nod the head or make little golf ball sized circles with the nose, just making sure your neck is loose and relaxed. And wherever you are from there, we're going to fall into a little ball. So you can either pop the heels or keep the heels right down, whatever feels best for you. And then if it's available to you, just to walk your hands back and find your rear, do it that way. Otherwise, however it works, in a gentle way. And we'll make our way back to a seated position. So I hope you got a great stretch today with our yoga practice, but mostly I hope that you learned to just tune into you, trust your intuition, and be kind and compassionate with yourself as you move through your practice today. Let's take one more big breath in together, reaching up. And we'll draw thumbs and rest at the third eye as a reminder to have kind and loving thoughts. And to our lips as a reminder to share kind and loving words. That starts with words to yourself. And to your heart center where you plant those kind and compassionate intentions. Namaste. Thanks for being here today. Way to just hit play and do something great for yourself. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, if you want to subscribe, hit the little bell icon and then you'll get notifications when I post new videos. Thanks for joining me today.